Anaphylactic transfusion reactions are rare but severe type 1 hypersensitivity reactions to foreign donor proteins. This is most commonly seen in patients with IgA deficiency. We'll go over all of this in our visual mnemonic set in this lively barn party. Uh-oh, looks like something has gone wrong at the party. This party has just started and we've already got a problem. This girl here seems to be allergic to something in the punch. Notice the hives breaking out and her swelling throat. She even looks like she's having trouble breathing, pointing to anaphylaxis. And the culprit? Well, it's the punch, of course. Take a closer look at that punch dispenser. Doesn't the red punch and tubing remind you of blood transfusions? Because the setup kind of looks like bags of blood going into the tube. Therefore, this girl having an allergic or anaphylactic reaction to the punch is our symbol for anaphylactic transfusion reactions. Got that? Anaphylactic transfusion reactions are exactly what they sound like, a severe allergic reaction to something in the blood being transfused. As an allergic reaction, anaphylactic transfusion reactions happen immediately by way of type 1 hypersensitivity reaction. You can remember this as the girl developing an allergic reaction as soon as the punch touches her lips. These reactions occur very quickly, since allergens in the donated blood cause the release of preformed histamine granules. This histamine then causes the signs of allergy and anaphylaxis, hives, a swollen throat, and hypotension, as we can see in this unfortunate punch drinker. I don't know about you, but I think of punch as a pretty harmless thing. Someone must have spiked the punch with something to have caused such a severe reaction. And we don't have to look far. That frat boy looks awfully suspicious. He's dumping in a can of protein powder? Dude, just relax and have some protein. I'm sure this guy's trying to bulk up, but now his protein has caused some pretty nasty allergic reactions. The reactions caused by this protein helps me remember that anaphylactic transfusion reactions are triggered by proteins in the donor blood. Again, not by cells, but protein. This is important as we'll now talk about a specific plasma protein that commonly causes anaphylactic transfusion reactions. Now that we've talked about the mechanism of allergic transfusion reactions, let's turn our attention back to the girl. She's fallen backwards into some hay. If you look closer at the hay, you'll notice her weight has parted the hay so it looks like a Y, kind of like an antibody. This antibody-shaped hay is our symbol for immunoglobulin A, or IgA. You know, it's shaped like an antibody to remind you of immunoglobulins, and hay to remind you of the letter A. Now we're only talking about IgA, since IgA can be the causative protein allergen of an acute transfusion reaction when transfused into a person with IgA deficiency. In IgA-deficient individuals, IgA is considered a foreign protein, or allergen. Exposure to this foreign IgA through a transfusion then triggers an allergic reaction. This is very important, as many IgA-deficient individuals may be totally asymptomatic until they need a blood transfusion. Upon giving them the transfusion, bam, they get anaphylaxis. As such, people with anaphylaxis to transfusions will often get subsequent testing for IgA deficiency, something test writers love to test you about. All right, party's over. Let's recap and get the punch drinker out of danger. Anaphylactic transfusion reactions are rare but severe allergic reactions that happen immediately during blood transfusions. Specifically, patients develop hives, swelling of the throat, and hypotension, all signs of anaphylaxis. The cause of these reactions is foreign proteins in donor blood. The most common protein implicated is IgA, which causes allergic reactions in people with IgA deficiency. Whew, we're done here. I'm really going to have to think twice about going to another barn party. Until next time.